Pedestrians. So I'm at the mechanic. I'm not totally sure I'm at the correct place. But they have taken my car in. We'll see how this goes. I'm just praying that some divine force is orchestrating this for my benefit. That even if I happen to be at the wrong place this morning, which is really weird how this happened, but I just hope that they fix my van. Hi, buddy. I know, baby. So I just got a call from the actual garage that I'm supposed to be at this morning, and which now makes perfect sense. And the reason why I didn't go there was because I wrote the name of the mechanics. I know I'm crying. I'll explain in a minute. I wrote the name of the mechanics down on my paper, but then I checked my phone logs this morning and it wasn't there. The phone number wasn't in my call logs. I have no idea why. That's why I ended up here. So yeah, I hope that this was some kind of divine intervention. The other guy sounded super nice. I don't know, let's see what happens. And the reason I'm crying is because I'm just so tired. It's been a whole week just trying to figure this out, and I feel like I'm imposing myself everywhere I go. Like everyone's busy and too busy to deal with my van. Like I don't know. I'm just overwhelmed, and I'm just praying that they can fix my van and I don't have to stay in Winnipeg over the winter, probably in a parking lot at like -20. Bloody miracle. They're gonna fix it. They're gonna fix it. They ordered the piece. It's gonna be here tomorrow, and so by tomorrow night I can drive. It's a miracle. I don't know how else to describe it. One thing I will tell you about Winnipeg is that it is full of gorgeous men. They're everywhere. Hi. Oh, so cute. This red truck parked in front of me was parked beside me, and he kept looking at me, and I'm not sure what he's thinking. But then he backed out, like he left for like 2 minutes, came back, and then backed his car out and parked it in front of me instead of on the side where he was. But he's not actually parked. He's like kind of taking up at least 2 parking spots. He's parked directly on the line between 2 spots. And he's sitting in his van, and I'm not really sure what his plan is. If he's just killing time, or if he's stalking me, or if he's calling the police again. But, I told them yesterday why I'm here. So if they have a problem with me, I guess they'll tell me, but they were fine yesterday. They'll know who I am when he tells them, I think. I am back at the garage. Yesterday they said that the part would most likely be here by noon because it's FedEx, right? And FedEx is usually on time, but something was telling me that it wouldn't be. It's 1:30, and I just like popped by because I was like, well, there's a chance that they didn't take my number down properly or something, and so I might as well just check in. And yeah, so he was actually calling me the moment that I walked in, and rescheduled for tomorrow because it arrived late. They do have the part, thank baby Jesus, but it did arrive a little late, so I'm only gonna get in tomorrow morning. So here's a twist. Last night I was sitting in the car with the engine running, and someone passed by and pointed out to me that there was no exhaust coming out of my tailpipe. He said the exhaust was coming out of the front of my car, and they showed me. He said he had the same problem, and basically the exhaust is coming into the cab through the heater. So anytime I run the heater in the van, I'm basically gassing us. So that sucked because it was a pretty cold night and I didn't feel comfortable turning the heater on all night. I do have a CO2 detector and it hasn't gone off so far, but I do smell the exhaust. So I think it is coming in, but I think it's obviously a survivable amount. I'm just like, how sick have I been making us by running this engine? So anyways, I just brought that up with them at the mechanics to check in on it, and I had another trigger. It's a PTSD trigger. I know that's what it is. Something happens. It's a CPTSD trigger. So something happens and you go into a flashback, an emotional flashback of a way that you felt before from some trauma that you experienced in your life. So just telling them about this new issue, I was, again, just like yesterday, worried that I was going to be a burden on them. It's so bizarre. It's like you go to a place, you're paying somebody for a service, and they're great. Like, this is not on them at all. Like, I recommend these people to they're amazing. But I'm just saying, for my own bizarre feelings, I shouldn't feel this way, and I feel like this tremendous shame for asking for help, I think is what it is. I'm getting a lot better at cooking in this thing. Better / more comfortable. Couple of veggie burgers, cauliflower, and side of hummus. I'm excited. Yes, I'm using paper plates. I'm using paper plates because while driving across the country, it has proven to be extremely impractical to have to wash dishes every freaking day. It's starting to get cold, obviously, because it's nighttime. But I keep trying to put the heater back on, and it seems to have gotten worse since like yesterday. And I'm not totally sure if it's because I've had the heater off more often, so my nose has acclimated to like fresher air so I can smell it more now, or if it's gotten worse over the past day or so, which is also totally possible. So it's gonna be a rough night. Not sure if I'm gonna sleep much because it's gonna be cold, and I'm gonna be paranoid that the cats are not okay, so I'm gonna be checking them all the time. And I can't turn the heater on. And I have a buddy heater, so I can turn that on, but like I've said before, I have to watch the buddy heater because I don't want my cats to catch on fire, simply put. And so I'll turn it on to let the temperature increase in the van, and then I'll shut it off, and then I'll like go back to bed. And even that gives off an exhaust, like there's carbon monoxide that comes off of that. So the air in here is really not fresh, trying to survive the temperature, which is the opposite of what I wanted to do. Like, the whole purpose of van life was to get healthier, get out in nature. The squeaking sound, by the way, that was my boot. And yes, and now instead I'm like in a parking lot every day, all day, breathing in exhaust fumes. So this is going well. I am getting another heated blanket, but this time, instead of ordering it online, I'm getting it at Canadian Tire, which is a lot more expensive. However, it doesn't smell like chemicals, and it seems like it's better quality. It even has a case that the one I ordered doesn't. Let's see if this works, because the one I ordered online doesn't seem to be working properly. I'm really not interested in being cold tonight, so I went to buy another blanket because I can't really think of anything else to do. Hi, you. All right, we are at the garage again. Today is supposed to be the day that my van gets finished, completed. However, they are noticing that I may need another piece, one that is difficult to come by. So they're doing their best to try to get one without having to order it from Germany, probably. And the other issue is not only that, but tonight is kind of the cutoff point of whether or not I'm going to be able to leave here by winter, because there is a storm coming, and it's basically like rain followed by freezing weather and snow. So the roads will be complete ice, and it doesn't look like it's going to be getting any warmer anytime soon after that. It just looks like a lot of rain, ice, and snow. Yeah, so I was originally hoping to get out of here before the storm starts. Not so sure that's going to happen. Most likely we're going to have to figure out plan B. All right, I just want to introduce you to Pierre. Pierre called like everybody to get my piece. That would have taken like 2 months. I would have been stuck here forever. So thank you, my God, thank you.
That's what we do.
Thank you. Everybody should come here. It's the best. It's actually fixed. And look, just in time to be driving in the snow. The thing I was trying to avoid this whole time, but we gotta do it. We gotta do it. Today is like literally the cusp, as you can obviously tell that it's snowing. And if we're not in Regina tonight, if we end up in Regina tomorrow, it's gonna be really bloody cold, and I do not want to sleep there tomorrow night. So we have to do it. We have to get at least as close as possible so we don't have to sleep in Regina tomorrow. It's gonna be unbearable. Let's do this.